If you've been watching the headlines lately, you know things are shifting fast. But are prices actually falling? Is inventory still climbing? And where do buyers and sellers really stand right now? Before we get into the data, let's break down what these numbers actually mean so you can use them to your advantage, whether you're buying, selling, or just staying informed. Here's a quick guide to the metrics we'll be discussing. Months of inventory. This shows the pace of the market. Under 6 months, seller's market. Over 6 months, buyer's market. Percent of original list price received. This tells us how much sellers are negotiating. The lower it is, the more room buyers are getting. Average versus median price. Average price can be skewed by ultra luxury, while median price gives you a clearer picture of what the typical sales looks like. And as we come into summer, keep in mind historically summer is a slower pace for South Florida. Snowbirds leave, school's out, buyers and sellers take a little breather. But that also means more negotiability for buyers and more urgency for sellers that want to stay ahead of the fall inventory rush. Timing and pricing become everything because you can get ahead of it. If a seller is coming onto the market in summer, it's because they're a true seller and they want to sell. They're not going to list a property with crazy prices like we see sitting on the market for 180, 300 days. By the way, I'm Juan Iarussi with Compass, your South Florida realtor. Now let's look at what's really happening on the ground. Broward County, townhomes and condos. The average sales price is $364,000, down 3% year over year. The median price is $275,000, down 2.5% year over year. And inventory is 12,097, which is up 37%. Months of supply, 12.5, and closed sales are 1,014, which is down 24%. Sellers received 91% of original list price, meaning buyers got an 8.2% discount for townhomes or condos in Broward County, and new listings are down 8.3%, with only 1,032 listings coming to the market. The median time to contract is about 65 days, which is up from 45 days year over year. So for buyers, here are some takeaways. With over a year's worth of inventory, this is a prime buyer's market. You've got leverage, options, and time. And my dear sellers, it's no longer enough to just list. You need to truly position the property. Pricing, staging, and timing matter more than ever. And don't forget, Governor Ron DeSantis just signed a new condo law, which is meant to boost buyer confidence. You can click here to learn more, but it should put some ease on the rising cost of HOA fees. Now, when we look at condos in the $1 million and up range, new listings are up 12% with 87 new listings. Median time to contract is 94 days, which is up from 72. Inventory is 679 units, up 17%, and months of supply is 18.9 months. Closed sales, there were only 37 closed sales last month, which is down 27%, and sellers received 90.9% of their asking price, which means buyers are essentially getting 9.1% off of asking prices. Takeaways: luxury condos are oversupplied. Buyers can take their time, and sellers, you're either differentiating yourself or you're sitting stale. However, there is a caveat here. Newer construction is outperforming older construction in pricing, how quickly things are sold, so keep that in mind. Broward County, single family homes. The average price is now $846,970, which is down 1.5%. The median sales price is $625,000, which stayed flat year over year. Inventory did go up 34%. It now sits at around 5,900 homes on the market, but months of supply is 5.9. Remember, 6% is basically a balanced market. Closed sales were down 11% with 1,110 homes selling, and sellers received 94.8% of their list price. New listings are down 4.9% with 1,730 new properties coming on the market, while the median time to contract is at 38 days versus 29 year over year. Overall, not too bad for the median days to contract. So for buyers, inventory is rising, but demand for single-family homes is healthy. Why? Because many buyers, especially locals and families, are shifting away from condos after the recent wave of assessments and rising HOA dues triggered by Florida's new condo safety law. For sellers, if you're priced right, there's still solid pool of buyers who want to avoid condo restrictions and fees. Clean and move-in ready homes are outperforming the rest, of course, as long as pricing is in line with the market. Taking a look at single-family homes in that $1 million and up range, new listings 370, which is down 9.5% to last year. Time to contract is 47 days, up from 35, not too crazy. Inventory is up 14% with 1,719 homes on the market, and months of supply is 9.9. Closed sales 207, which is down 14% year over year, and sellers are receiving 91.4% of their asking price, again getting an 8.6% discount. And that's why I tell folks, don't be afraid to make an offer. If you like a property, go for it. You might be surprised, they might just accept your offer. In terms of insights, high-end buyers are more cautious, and if they're going for condos, they're focusing on newer construction, which is performing much better than older condos. If you're selling, highlight lifestyle, value, outdoor space, flexibility, and privacy. But what's going on? Why is there so much more inventory for condos than there is for single family? Well, after Florida passed stricter condo safety laws following the Surfside collapse, many buildings are now facing large assessment and increased HOA dues to comply with the new requirements. That made some buyers more cautious, especially when it comes to older buildings because of the deferred maintenance. But that doesn't mean all condos should be overlooked. In fact, they can be a great option if you know where to look. And all of this uncertainty, well, it's actually creating opportunities for savvy buyers who can spot value where others see risk. All right, let's move on to Miami-Dade. So Miami-Dade County townhomes and condos. The average price point is up 21% with $880,597. The median price is $425,000, which is a flat year over year, and inventory is up 40% with 13,192 homes on the market. Months of supply, 14 months. Closed sales is down 25% with only 970 condos and townhomes closing last month, and sellers received 93.3% of their asking. Interestingly enough, new listings are down 3.4% with 2,109 homes coming on the market last month, and the median time to contract is 63 days versus 46 year over year. So for buyers, with 14 months of supply, this is a strong buyer's market. But did you notice that the average price point is up? That's because newer condos are still highly desirable and pushing up prices, while older condos are seeing less activity and prices still remain flat in that median sales price. For sellers, be prepared to justify your price. Buyers are watching fees, reserves, and future assessments closely, so make sure your agent is prepared with all the information a buyer may want. That means structural integrity reserve study, milestone report, and financials of the building. Also, we are seeing a large number of condos appear on the blacklist for mortgages, which means there's a lot of condos that are out there that are not being considered for traditional lending. So if your building still qualifies for traditional conventional mortgage or an FHA, that is an upper hand. Use that to your advantage. And unlike Broward, there's much more newer construction in Miami. Anything from the 2000s, 2010s. So use that again to your advantage. For the condos in the $1 million and up range, new listings were down 1.4%, only 363 coming to the market. Median time to contract is 71 days, which is flat year over year, and inventory is up 26% with over 2,800 listings. Months of supply is 20.5 months, yikes. Closed sales, 157, down 19%. And sellers received 90% of their asking price, or buyers are getting 10% discount. In terms of insights, 2 years worth of inventory basically. Negotiation city. If you're selling, lead the pack, or you risk being ignored. In a changing market, there's always someone who sets the market, others who follow the market, and the rest who get stuck with the market. So don't get stuck. Single family homes in Miami-Dade, the average price point is $1,147,000, down 3.6%. Median sales price is $675,000, up 3.8%. Inventory is up 44% with over 5,600 homes on the market. Months of supply is 6.6, inching towards a buyer's market, but still clinging on to that balanced market. Closed sales are down 14%, which is 943 closed sales last month for single family homes. And here you can see the discounts are not that large. Sellers receive 95.4% of their asking price, so buyers are only getting a 4.6% discount. New listings, a slight increase of 1.1%, with 1,553 listings coming on the market, while the median time to contract is 40 days versus 33 year over year. So what does this mean for buyers? Well, more options, softer prices, and a window of opportunity before the fall competition picks up. And my dear sellers, the market is shifting, but strong homes at fair prices are still performing. The timing is key. So instead of pricing high and thinking of dropping the price, consider coming out the gate with the right positioning in terms of pricing so that you're competitive and you stand out amongst a sea of other inventory that might not be priced well, that might not be in the best condition. Be the most desirable option and you'll get the result you want. A single family homes in that $1 million and up range, new listings are down 6.7% with 463 homes coming on the market. Median time to contract, 49 days versus 50 days, which is pretty much flat. Inventory up 26%, 2,341 homes on the market with 11.4 months of supply. Again, a buyer's market. Closed sales are down 9% with 232 closings, and sellers are receiving 91.2% of their asking, or buyers are getting an 8.8% discount. In closing, whether you're buying or selling, remember we're in a high inventory, high opportunity market, particularly in the condo section. But remember, strategy beats luck any day of the week. And if you're in a condo or considering one, don't miss the new laws that were passed. You can check it out in this video right here. Once again, I'm Juan Iarussi with Compass. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, stay savvy, stay informed, stay ready, and I'll see you on the next one.